Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Power Pilates class. This is one of my favorite kinds of classes, and I'm so happy that you're here with me. We are going to be working the entire body today. I'm going to be using some handheld weights. If you don't have any weights, it's totally fine. You can do the class without them, but I do recommend using them as it gives that extra powerful challenge and extra burn that we're all looking for. So let's get started at the back of the mat. We're going to take a nice inhale, dipping down into the knees, opening up, extending the body all the way up to the sky, taking one deep breath in. And as you breathe out, hands come down by your side. You're going to tuck your chin towards your chest and start to roll down, softening through the knees and just decompressing the spine one at a time until you find that nice forward fold over your body, keeping soft through the knees and strong through the core. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, soften into the knees and just restack the spine, roll it all the way up. Keeping the head really heavy, keeping the arms really heavy, and finding that beautiful standing position, taking a nice roll out of your shoulders. And let's go again, dipping down into the knees, opening it up, extend. And exhale, tucking chin to chest and just starting to roll it down. Decompressing the spine one vertebrae at a time all the way until you come to find your nice forward fold, keeping the head really heavy and just finding that complete stretch. Hands on the floor if you can. And then we're going to take a few yeses up and down of the head, just nodding and warming up through the neck. And then a few no's side to side, just feeling that stretch through the side of the neck and through the back of the legs. Then coming through the center, we're just going to walk those hands down along your mat and then pike your hips up to find downward dog. Good, just taking a nice couple of breaths here in downward dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet if you like, extending into one leg and bending into the other, warming up through the legs, warming up through the feet, but remember to keep your head really heavy and keep your chest pressing down towards your legs as much as you can. Good, and then when you're ready, placing both feet back down, pushing the heels back down into the floor, we're going to find our way into the left leg, float that right leg up into a three-legged dog position. Doesn't matter how high it goes, just find a nice, beautiful stretch. And then when you're ready, we're going to sweep that leg forward to find the outside of your right hand and find your high lunge. Keeping that back knee lifted if you can. If you would like to drop it, then that's okay as well. But the reason that I would like it lifted is so that you can get a nice full range of motion and start rocking back and forward into your hips, pushing the weight forward and back, but keeping your hips as low to the ground as you can and supporting yourself with your hands here. And then when you're ready, coming back into a center position, placing the weight in the left hand, we're going to open up to the right side and then bring it back down to the floor. And then again, open up to the right side, bring it back down to the floor. Nice dynamic warm up, opening up. Bring it down. Let's go one more. Opening up. Bring it down, placing both hands back to the floor. Let's sweep that right leg back to find downward dog. Good. Taking a nice breath in. Exhale, push your chest down towards your legs, finding your weight in your right foot this time. Let's float that left leg up into a three-legged position. Feeling that beautiful stretch through the legs. And when you're ready, strong through the core, let's sweep that left foot to find the outside of the left hand, keeping that knee lifted through the back. Nice high lunge. Let's move back and forward. Back and forward, just rocking back and forth, finding that depth into the hips, finding that flexibility through the legs. Good, let's go two more. When you're ready, finding the center, placing the weight into the right hand this time, opening up to the left side, and then bringing it back down. And again, opening it up, extend, bringing it back down. Nice dynamic movement here, opening up, bringing it down. Final one, opening it up, bring it all the way down, hands come to meet. Now this time, placing your weight in your hands, I'd like you to sweep your right leg forward to meet your left foot. Find a nice low sumo squat. Hold your hands up here by your chest and just take a few rocks side to side, pushing your elbows into your knees and opening out through your hips. Really feeling that nice warm up here through the entire body. Good, we're going to go for two. And 1, placing the hands on the floor if you can. Shoot your hips up, keeping your legs straight to find your forward fold from here. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, softening into the knees, and let's just roll it back up. Restacking the spine all the way to find your standing position, and then we'll just take a few rolls back of the shoulders. Good. Breathing in and out. Really rolling up here all the way to touch your ears and bringing them all the way back and down. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great. When you're ready, we should be feeling nice and warm. So let's grab the weights. It's very hot where I am today, so I'm already feeling the heat. Let's get started with the work. Okay, so I want you to come to one side of your mat so that you're standing along your mat and facing perpendicular to the mat so that you have space to kind of walk side to side like a crab along the mat. We're going to do that in a moment. So placing the weights up here by your shoulders, nice and strong through your core. Nice narrow stance with your feet. We're going to start working into a squat. So letting those hips sit back, keeping your knees behind your toes, and then squeezing up into the core into a nice standing position. Hinging back, keeping the weight through the back of your feet, and then squeezing up. I'll show you how it looks from the side. Hinge it back, strong through the core. Squeezing up, pulling into that leg and into your glutes. Good. Squeezing up. So you should really feel it through the quad. And as you're hinging, you want to get your glutes here and then squeeze up and pull into the quad and also into the core. Good. Hinge it back. Squeeze it up. Good. We're going to go here for 4 like this. 3. Good. Final 2. Now final 1. All the way down. Now this time as you come up, you can push the weights up overhead and squeeze up onto your toes, lifting the heels off the floor. Placing them back down, weights back to your shoulders, hinge back down to a squat, and push. Squeeze up. It's okay if you wobble a little bit. That heel lift is a nice challenge on the core and waking up through the calves, plus adding that shoulder press. Full body work here. Good. Breathing in and out. In on the way down and out as you come up. Good, or whatever feels good. Sometimes I get a bit off track with my breath, but that's okay. Just do what feels good. Good, we're going to go 2 more. Ooh, final 1. It's okay to wobble. Even I wobble. Great, now we're going to stay low, holding that squat. I want you to step to the side, keeping nice and low, and step back together. Step to the side with your right leg, step together with the left. Final 1, step, and then we're going to find that rise onto the toes and shoulder press. Good, hinging back down. Finding that side step with the left leg. Step it in with the right. Step it out with the left, in with the right, staying low, strong through the core. Step, and in, and push it up. Extend. Good. Keep working. Step it out. Step it in. Step it out. Really use that glute. Try and keep your weight through your heels and hold your core. Good. And pushing all the way up. Hinge it back. Stepping out. And in. Working so hard already. This is going to be a nice, powerful flow. Good. Pushing all the way up to stand. Let's go 2 more rounds here. Out to the side. Stepping in. Out. In. Out. In. Rising all the way up. Good. Last one like this. Step it out. Stay low. Step it out. Use your breath. Out. And all the way up. Good. Now you're going to come down to your squat and hold. I want you to extend your arms out long. Punch the weights away from you. Bring them in. All the way up. All the way down. And find your steps. So we're adding that combo into the same flow. Good. Pushing all the way up. Extend. Bring it all the way down. Find your punch. Squeeze. Find that lift. Bring it down. and keep stepping. Using the breath. We're getting hot already. Good. Pushing up. Bring it down. Find your squat. Hold your core. Extend your arms. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Bring it in. Find that press all the way down and keep walking. Good. You guys can do it. You're so strong. Come on. We're here to work. We've got to push. Extend those arms. Bring it in. Find that lift one more time. Bring it down. Keep working. We're going to go 2 more rounds. All the way down. Find that lift. Find your squat. Extend your arms. Bring it in. Lift up again. And final round of steps here. We're going to give you a break in a moment. Good. Push it all the way up. Coming all the way down. Extend those arms. Staying low. Now, as you extend your arms, you're going to lift your left heel up off the floor. Bring it back in. Lift the right heel. Bring it back in. Come on, guys. You got to push. Lift. Squeeze. Lift. Squeeze. Extending those arms, lifting those heels, alternating. Keeping low in that squat. Let's go for another 4. Push to the end. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you can, weights to shoulders. Lift both heels, extend those weights overhead. Bring it down. Lift both heels, extend. Bring it down. Come on, let's go. 6, 5, 4. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, coming up. Woo, what a way to start. Give it a little shake. Let's place those weights down on the mat. Come to the back of the mat and just take a quick reset. Dipping down to the knees, opening it up, extend, breathing in. And exhale. Tucking chin to chest. We're rolling it down, decompressing the spine, softening through the knees. Finding that nice forward fold. And just breathe. That was really hard. You guys can feel it through my voice. We're in this together. Take those breaths in and out. One more breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, we're just going to start to walk your hands down along your mat. Drop your knees, untuck your toes, and just drop the belly and open up to find a quick cat-cow, releasing that lower back. Inhale. And exhale. Dropping the belly, opening the chest. Inhale. Exhale, reverse the movement, pushing away, opening up through those shoulders. Dropping down, final 1. Inhale. Exhale. Reversing the movement. Coming through the center, and we're going to come onto our sides. Okay, so I want you to come onto your left hand, and if you can, place that weight in your right hand. You're going to extend that right hand up towards the sky and step up to find a side plank. If the side plank is too much, like this, you can drop your knee and work it from here. And you can also come down onto the elbow and try a side plank from this position as well. I'm going to demonstrate it all the way up, and I would like you guys to try and challenge yourself. Squeezing up into the underside waist. Right hand is up towards the sky. We're going to take a bend of that right elbow in to touch the waist. We're going to extend it up, and then we're going to pike your hips back up. Sweep that right arm through to touch your ankles and squeeze in this position, and then pull it back, extending up to find the side plank. Bending that elbow in, extending up long, pike your hips back, push those hips all the way up to the sky, squeeze your abs, and pull through to find a side plank. If you're on your knee, you can just do a thread through and underneath, and then squeeze it up to open. Otherwise, staying here. Let's pike it back, push it up, extend, Bend that arm in. Extend it up. Sweep it through to touch. Squeezing up, extend. You guys are so strong. Bend the arm. Extend it up. We're not going to be here for very long. Let's go 4 more. 4. Bend and push. Nice and strong through the back. Nice and strong through that supporting arm. 3. Push. Sweep it up. If you have to rest, just rest and come back to it. 2. Pushing it up. My sweat is literally sliding me off the mat. Final one. Extend. Pike those hips up to touch. Squeeze it back in. Let's just work the arm. In and press. In and press. Hold that sideways up. Let's go 6. 5. Push. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, drop your weight. Come to your knees. Let's place the right hand down on the right side of the body and just open up through the left side. It is way too hot to be doing this out here right now, but I'm going to push to the end. Good, and then over to the left side, extend. Find that nice reach through your right side body. And exhale. Great. All right, when you're ready, we're going to break it up by coming on to our backs, grabbing the weights, and laying all the way down to the floor. We're about halfway, guys. You've got to push, okay? Let's bring those weights up over your chest. Take a nice few deep breaths in and out. One more deep breath in. And this time, as you breathe out, when you close your ribs down, tuck your chin to chest, squeeze head, neck, shoulders, chest, squeeze those weights around to touch your thighs. And then bring it back down. So the weights are going to land just on the outside of your thighs, squeezing that chest up as high as it will go, and then bringing it down with control, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, using your breath to squeeze and bring it down. Inhale, exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, rolling down. We can kind of catch our breath here, even though we're about to burn out the abs. It's at least a little bit of release from the rest of this power flow. Good. All right, let's go for another 6. All the way down with control. 5. Good. Keep working. 4. Squeeze it up and bring it down. Final 3. Good. Keep working. Final 2. Squeezing up. Now final 1. All the way up. Squeeze and hold. Let's bring your legs up to tabletop with control. Stacking the knees just over the hips. Dropping the chest back down. Inhale and squeeze it up. Keep working the same movement of the chest. But we're having those knees up at tabletop this time, adding that extra challenge. Squeeze and down with control. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing that lower back into the floor as much as it will go. Good. Keep working. Keep using every moment to really work your muscles. Not swinging through the motions. We're really utilizing every single rep. That's the best thing about Pilates. Let's take advantage of it. Good. Let's go for 4 more reps. 4. Final 3. Breathe. Final 2. Now final 1. All the way up. Squeeze and hold. I want you to drop one of your weights. You're going to grab your weight with both hands. You're going to place that weight onto your knees. You're going to extend your legs out long. Extend your arms. Squeeze it back up. Use your chest to bring your hands up towards your knees. Grab the weight and extend overhead. Extend your legs. Squeeze it in to tap the weight. Extend it long. Squeezing up, grab the weight. Extend it long. Nice and strong. You're so powerful here. You guys can do it. I know that it's burning. You're going to have to push. Extend. Let's go 4 more. 4. Controlling that weight with your legs. 3. Whew. This is burning. I'm here with you. Come on. 2. Final one. All the way out. Squeeze it all the way in. Let's sit all the way up. Keeping those legs lifted up off the floor. If you can. Twisting over to one side and twisting over to the other. Squeeze and twist. Squeeze and twist. We're nearly there. Come on. This is the last little bit here of abs. Let's push to the end for another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just hold the boat. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Extend the legs if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, release. I just completely collapsed onto the floor. So if you did as well, that's totally fine. Let's extend those arms up overhead. Extend your legs as long away from you as you can. Taking nice deep inhales and deep exhales. And again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Final one. Inhale. Exhale. All right, when you're ready, grabbing behind your legs, let's rock and roll up to come up into a seated position. We're going to go straight onto that second side. So back to our side plank here. You've got your left hand on the floor, grabbing your weight and stepping all the way up, pushing that left arm up overhead. Right hand is on the floor. Sorry. Good. We're going to take that nice bend through the left elbow towards your left waist, nice and strong through the right side of your body. Extend it back up, pike those hips up, sweep that left arm back towards your feet, extend it back up to find that side plank, bend that arm in and squeeze it up. Sweep it back and through, pike those hips up, strong through the obliques here. Whew. Good, bending in, opening it up, sweep it through and back, squeezing up with control. Good, we're not going to be here for too long. This is 4. Bring it up with control. Really use that shoulder press as well. 4 more. 4. Bend the elbow in. Squeeze the back of the shoulder blades. 3. Squeeze. Extend. 2. Bring it up and hold. Squeeze that arm in. Extend it up. Final one. Bring it all the way through. Hold it up. Extend. We're just going to work the shoulder press here for 8. 7. Strong through that right side. 6. 5. Push. 4. 3. 2. You can do it. And 1. All right. Coming all the way down to find your knees. Placing that left hand on the left side of the body. And finding that beautiful reach through the right side, extending all the way up. Oh, I've got sweat literally dripping into my eye. Lovely. Opening up right side, left arm reaches overhead, hand down on the right side of the floor. Good, and coming through the center. All right, we're going to work a little bit of glutes, and then that is the last bit of this class, so I want you guys to push all the way to the end. So whenever you're ready, we're going to find our way onto our backs, grabbing your weights, and we're going to start working into some glute bridges. Okay, so weights in hand, laying all the way down onto the floor. We're going to have those weights just relaxed on your chest. Elbows are relaxed down on the floor. Feet are tucked up by your bum, hip width distance apart, nice and strong through the core, holding that core really strong, taking a nice little tuck of your tailbone. And we're going to start working into some glute bridges. All right, so rolling up with your hips Squeezing those hips up towards the sky, keeping a nice strong core, holding your ribs down, and then rolling back down to the floor with control. Inhale, exhale, squeeze up, roll it up. Inhale, rolling down. Good. Exhale. Squeezing up. Inhale, tapping down. This is the last little bit of work, I promise. And I'm going to give you a nice big stretch. So let's push all the way to the end, rolling up and squeeze. Inhale, tapping down. Good. We're going to go 2 more like this. Exhale. Good. Final one. Now this time, as you tap your hips back down to the floor, you're going to push those weights up over your chest, keeping a nice narrow grip with your hands. Good. Inhale, bring the weights back down, squeeze the hips up. Exhale, push the weights, drop the hips. Inhale. Or exhale, like I'm saying inhale, but actually exhaling. So take no notice of me. Just do whatever feels right. Good. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Squeezing through the triceps, squeezing through the shoulders, working the entire body here. Let's keep pushing. We're going to go 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, squeeze it up, tap it down. Final one, all the way up, squeeze and hold your hips up. Now when you push those weights up overhead, keeping the hips up at the same time, or over the chest. Now keeping your feet on the floor, you're going to squeeze your knees out wide and allow your arms to go out wide down towards your mat. And then squeeze the arms back in, squeeze the knees back in. Keeping those hips up. Let's keep working here. Squeeze and open wide. Squeeze and pull it in. Inner thighs working, outer glute working. Squeeze it open. Squeeze it in. Keep a hold on those ribs. Keep attention to your core. Keep those hips up and keep those arms strong. Good. We're going to go 6 more. 6, 5. Keep working. 4. This has been a tough class, you guys. We got the last bit here. Push to the end. You're so strong. 3, 2. Final one. Squeeze it all the way in, holding it there. Knees in. Take little pulses of your hips up and down. Squeeze. Little bit higher. Push for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those feet where they are. Keep those hips up. Let's open up wide. Find those pulses again. Squeezing up and up. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5. Push. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that shape back in. Let's hold it up a little bit more. We're nearly done here. Now, I want you to skull crush your weights. So the weights come down towards your forehead, taking a nice bend through the back of the arms and a nice extension through your triceps. Now you're going to squeeze those weights back up and lift your heels up off the floor at the same time. Drop the weights down with control towards your head and then squeeze your heels up as you extend the arms up. Drop the heels back to the floor as you drop those weights. Squeeze up at the same time. We're nearly there. Keep working, really squeezing through that glutes, holding that core really strong. Let's go 6, 5. This is the last bit of work. Push. 4, 3. Good. 2. Final one. Hold it there. Hold those heels up. Let's take little pulses of the hips up and up. Last bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop everything down, release the weights. Let's just hug those knees up towards your chest and breathe. Flipping hell, that was really hard, but you'll be happy to know You're all finished. We're just going to take a quick, nice stretch here. Power Pilates on the mat. There's nothing like it. Just to get that body moving, and that entire body worked in just a short amount of time with a very small amount of weight. You guys absolutely killed it. All right, let's take one more deep breath here. And deep breath out. Good. When you're ready, we're going to grab your right knee with your hands, extend your left leg long across the mat, and just pull that knee up in towards your chest and release that hip flexor, release the back of your glutes. And when you're ready, extend that leg up towards the sky, grabbing behind your right calf, sorry. Now let's just take a flex and point through the toes, releasing that calf, releasing that hamstring. Try not to be tense here. Try to relax and use your breath to calm the body back down. Good. When you're ready, let's just tuck that knee back. Knee comes in towards your chest. We're going to bring that left foot up towards your bum. We're going to hook that right foot across the left thigh. Grab behind your left leg and pull the shape in towards your chest, trying to push that right elbow out into that right knee and extending through the glute. Let's go one more deep breath in and deep breath out, pulling in as much as you can. And when you're ready, releasing down, placing that left foot back to the mat, bringing that, I'm getting my left and rights mixed up. Right knee down on the mat, left knee in towards your chest. Let's extend that right leg down across the mat and really pull that left knee in. And just find that stretch through the hip flexor and the back of the left leg. When you're ready, let's extend that left leg up towards the sky, grabbing behind the calf and pulling in towards your chest, taking a few flexes and point of that left toe. Trying to relax as much as you can into your stretch here. Let's do one more breath. Good. When you're ready, bending that leg back in, pulling that left knee in towards your chest. Let's tuck that right leg up and flip your left foot around your right thigh. And then we're going to bring the shape in by grabbing behind the right thigh and pushing the left elbow into that left knee. And just feeling that amazing stretch through the back of the glute on the left side. Good, let's take one more deep breath in. And deep breath out, pulling a little bit deeper into that stretch. Good, and then bringing that right foot back down to the mat. Left foot comes down next to it to meet. We're just going to hug the knees back in one more time. And then I want you to drop your knees over to the left side, keeping your arms cactused on the mat behind you, up by your head, and just allowing those legs to go over to one side. You can maybe look towards your right hand and enjoy that beautiful spinal twist. Let's go one more deep breath in. And out. Good, strong through the core. We're going to bring those legs over to the other side and look towards the left hand this time. Trying to keep your shoulders nice and pinned down to the floor, but enjoying that lovely twist through your spine and feeling that stretch through the neck. Good, one more breath. Breathing in and breathing out, relax. Good, coming through the center. Let's hug those knees in one more time. Hand grab behind your thighs and take a rock and roll to come up, as many rocks and rolls as you need. And we're just going to find a nice cross-legged position here on the mat to take our 3 grounding breaths. When you're ready, let's take a nice deep inhale, opening up through the chest, extending the arms up towards the sky and extending through your spine as much as you can. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands come down by your side, spine stays long. Inhale, breathing in, opening it up, extend all the way up. Exhale, hands come down by your side and your spine stays long. Final deep breath in, opening everything up, extend. And as you breathe out this time, hands come down to prayer. Maybe feel free to close down your eyes and bring your hands into your heart space. And we're just going to take a moment here on the mat to come back to reality after that very dynamic class. If you've made it all the way here, you are an absolute badass, so well done. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here and just be silent on the mat for another 10 seconds or so. Good, and whenever you're ready, opening up your eyes, placing your hands down to your knees, maybe one final roll out of your shoulders. And you ladies are all done. Well done for making it through that class. That was really hardcore and I'm absolutely dead. So you smashed it and I can't wait to see you in the next class.